Hi guys, welcome back to the Empowered Empath. My name's Seraphim, and this week I was inspired to make a video about tuning into your body essentially, how to develop the spiritual relationship between your consciousness and your body's consciousness. So the reason I wanted to talk about how to do this is because typically in spirituality we talk an awful lot about non-physical aspects of our spirituality. So we talk about energy, we talk about emotion, we talk about thought, but we don't always talk about our physical experience. And I mean, really, we came here, we incarnated into a physical body. We did that to have a physical experience because there is spiritual value in our physical expression and in our physical experience. So tuning into your body can help you develop your spirituality on a whole other level. It can help you pick up on signals and messages that your body is trying to send you and essentially tune back into what I really think of as like our primal intuition, our physical primal intuition. So that is what I'm talking about in today's video. Okay, so your body's pretty cool, right? Like it seriously is working every moment of every day to keep you alive, to keep you healthy. And we are not always being so kind to our bodies in return, let's be honest. Sometimes we don't get enough sleep, sometimes we don't eat properly. There's all sorts of different ways that we tend to abuse our bodies. And yet still, our bodies do everything they can to just fix whatever we have maybe done wrong and keep us going. Basically just move forward, heal from it, and move on. Our bodies actually set a really awesome example for us about letting go of stuff, healing, and moving on. There are definitely lessons that can be learned there. But essentially by tuning back into our bodies and back into the intuition that our body has to share with us, we can first of all have sort of a first line of defense if anything's going sideways, and we may cause ourselves to get sick if maybe we need to get some rest, this sort of thing. It can also help us determine the difference between emotion and intuition a little bit better, because these have physical responses that can help us determine which is which. So there's all sorts of different benefits that come from tuning into this conversation. And my favorite and probably the biggest benefit is when you want to make changes to your health or changes to your body, having an open line of communication with your body just makes all of that so much easier. So I am going to talk a little bit about that a little later on in the video. But essentially what I'm going to do is give you 3 steps for developing the conversation and developing this relationship with your body. Step 1 is, first of all, just acknowledge the fact that this is an option. Acknowledge the fact that your body is conscious. I like to explain it like this. I will often say, as above, so below. Your every cell in your body is conscious. So if every cell in your body is its own consciousness, you are like the source of all of those conscious cells, right? So this relationship that you have with your body is a parallel or very similar to the relationship that you yourself have with source energy or the universe or the divine, however you interpret that. So step 1 is to really think about this. Really, first of all, have the willingness to engage in the conversation, open up the option, see this as something that is possible for you, and recognize that it's always, this line of communication is always open, it's always there. Your body's never shutting it down. Just like your body is always trying to keep you healthy, your body's always willing to communicate with you and let you know what's up. So step 1's pretty easy. It is mostly just a shift in your perspective. Step 2 is talk to your body. Literally, I mean out loud, talk to your body. You can talk to your body in your head too, but speaking out loud is a really good way to affirm what you're doing to yourself, to your thoughts, to your mind, to your heart, your emotion, and to your physical incarnation, to every cell in your body. Sometimes I'll even hug myself when I'm talking to myself, so it's like you get your body's attention. I will talk to specific parts of my body. You can use this for all sorts of different applications, I suppose, for lack of a better word, but let's say you've injured yourself. Something that I will always do if I'm dealing with an injury or something, I'll place my hands over the injured part of my body and I'll just gently rub that part of my body, and I'll send love and affection. I'll send kind of healing intention and energy. I feel this energy in my heart, and then I move it from my heart right into that area of the body that I'm having a difficult time with, or that's injured or whatever. So this is something that you can use to help yourself heal. This is also something that you can use, let's say, if you're trying to become a little bit more healthful. I know sometimes my big thing is I love food. So sometimes I don't always eat very well. And then, the next day you can tell if you haven't been eating very well. You can tell if your body's not very happy about that. I will apologize to my body. I will put my hands over my stomach and I'll just say, oh my goodness, I am so sorry I did that. I promise I will take better care of you. Or maybe I'm exhausted. Maybe I haven't gotten enough sleep. I will talk to my body then as well. I'm so sorry. I know we're exhausted. We're going to get to sleep. I'm going to put you to bed. Don't worry, but I just need you to keep going for a little bit longer. Like literally, I'll give my body pep talks sometimes. I let my body know that we're in this together, and that I think of my body as a friend, as a companion, and as someone who I cherish, as a consciousness which I cherish and which I want to flourish. Because if my body's flourishing, I am flourishing. So in that sense, it's maybe a selfish pursuit, but it's also a great way to develop this sense of unconditional love for yourself, which then extends outward, which then is going to extend to your wider sphere. But this is a great way. This is also why I say this is about body positivity. You have a part of your body and maybe you don't like that part of your body. Use this technique. I'm going to be really raw here and tell you right now, I have all sorts of cellulite on my legs that I've always been self-conscious about. I've had it since I was a teen. I will literally put my hands on that part of my body and just tell my body, I love you. Thank you for holding me up. Thank you for taking me on hikes and adventures. I love my legs. Like, I love you. Thank you so much. It's just simple gratitude. And so this really affirms for me, I mean, I don't really feel, I'm telling you about it, I obviously don't feel that self-conscious about my cellulite anymore, but it did really used to be something that troubled me and bothered me. Now I have a great deal of acceptance around it, and I'm also making decisions, healthful decisions, that can help me improve the appearance of that. So it's something that will help you make changes and may have more far-reaching influence than you may even realize in terms of how you're making those decisions. Because I will say you're likely to start considering what your body wants and considering what's good for your body. And when you think of your body as a friend, you don't want to hurt your friend. You don't want to do something for your friend that's not going to be good for your friend, right? So it totally shifts the perspective that we have around our bodies. And this is what I mean when I talk about body positivity. This to me is the foundation and the basis for true, meaningful, and lasting body positivity and body acceptance, which also allows for change, healthful change around our bodies. Step number 3 is sending love to your body, or sending loving intent or healing intent to your body consciously. And you can do this anytime. You can get creative with this and literally use this in any scenario where you feel that it will be a benefit to you. This is something that I alluded to in step 2 when I was talking about gathering the sense of gratitude and healing intent in my heart and then sending it to a specific part of my body that maybe needs attention or healing. You can absolutely do it that way. You can also send this grateful, loving energy all throughout your body and just affirm yourself this way. It's a great way to build body positivity that's more than just skin deep. Body positivity that's really built on a foundation of this relationship with the consciousness that is your body. And that's a much deeper and more meaningful relationship that you have with yourself. So definitely something that I encourage you to try. And as I said before, I mean, I will both, touch the part of my body that I'm talking about, talk to that part of my body, and move energy to that part of my body. So I'm really affirming this on all different levels and really engaged with that relationship, with that conversation. So one quick bonus tip, and that is pay attention to what your body likes. What sensations does your body like, and what sensations does your body not like? Give your body more sensations that it likes. So for example, I used to wear wool sometimes, and wool is just a super scratchy, uncomfortable fabric for me. My skin doesn't like it. But I used to wear it because it's warm, and I had all these practical reasons why I would wear wool. I just don't wear it anymore. It's not comfortable. My skin doesn't like it. And I'll tell you what, I'm much happier not wearing it. Now that's a fairly minor example, but very, very likely when you start paying attention to what sensations physically you're not enjoying, it's going to alter some of the decisions that you're making about either products that you're using or things that you're eating, whatever it may be. Becoming more mindful about that can help you collaborate and cooperate better with your body, and it will allow your body to cooperate better with you. Okay guys, so those were my 3 basic steps for developing the relationship that you have with your body and opening up that conversation that you have with your body. I want to conclude today's video by encouraging you to check out Dr. Emoto's research on water. So I'm going to link to that in the description below. And as you're watching that, just consider the fact that our bodies are 70 to 80% water. And think about the influence that our words and intentions may be having on our bodies and other people's bodies. Super interesting and fascinating research that he did. So I'll link to that for you. I hope you like this video. If so, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you dig it. Share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Blessings, and we'll see you next time.